Good morning, guys. Merry Christmas. I just woke up. Honestly, we had kind of a late night last night. Well, me anyways, but we were watching Game of Thrones, of all things. I might be the last person on the planet who has never watched an episode of that movie. And so last night, my buddy being a big Game of Thrones fan, read all the books and all that and stuff. Well, he's home, and we're doing a lot of just hanging out. And I made some phone calls, found someone that had the whole box set, and so we just been sitting around. And then last night we got into it. But good morning to you guys. I'm enjoying some coffee and some Christmas brownies that were made, and hopefully you're doing something this morning too. Welcome to the live stream. Thank you for joining me. It was great, Jay. Yeah, it was timely as ever. It might be one of the better Christmases I've ever had. You know what I mean? It's pretty amazing. It's good to reconnect with an old pal I haven't seen in years. And, well, here we are, living life. So today we have big plans to go down and hang out with his father. Those are the big plans. We're just going to go see his dad. We're going to hang out, eat some ham, and just, make it a Christmas day. I hope you guys are in that spirit, like however you celebrate Christmas, just in the midst of Christmas, just try to keep in mind what it's actually all about. Keep it Christ-centered, and, it's not about a tree. It's not about presents. It's not about any of that. It's about Jesus Christ, and hopefully you guys remember that in the midst of all the busy of Christmas or what it can be. Just never forget that. Take time for that. Yes, coffee is so good. Are you all with your family this morning? Hopefully you are. I have some simple things I thought I'd go over this morning's Christmas live stream. I'm just going to talk a little bit about the year in kind of a year in review, and then look at the year that's coming up and give you ideas of maybe some events that you're not thinking of. If nothing else, you'll see kind of where I'm going. And you guys can check back on this source that I'm going to give you too, and it's just my website. So I've got my schedule built around some of the bigger events, and I'm going to share those with you. So grab your coffee and maybe a brownie. First, I wanted to show you guys, I'm getting a lot of support here on the website or on my YouTube channel. You can see that my sub count is up to almost I'm working on 2,000 subs here. So thank you. Appreciate you guys. The channel's growing fast, and that's because you guys are watching it. YouTube pushes that in the algorithm. The thumbs up help the channel a lot. That's a major influence that doesn't cost you, the viewer, a dime, and it really helps the channel grow. So that feeds the algorithm is what I'm saying. You can tell, I can tell, I'm still tired this morning. But this is what I wanted to point out. When you guys go to my channel and you click on this videos link, and what it does, it brings up all my videos, and when you click on one to watch it, and whatever, let me just pause that. And you go down below it, there's this spot here for more. It's just like the description stuff, right? These links to Amazon, I'm an affiliate with Amazon, and I've been watching, folks are following these links. So like, let's say you're interested in the camera I'm using. Right down here is the DSLR. You can click on it, and it takes you right to Amazon, and it brings up the camera that I use. Now, I'm only showing this to you because if you're doing any kind of shopping and stuff on Amazon, you can follow those, and Amazon actually sends me. If you like do any purchases over the next day or so, they actually send me a commission from that. So that's another way you can support the channel without costing you a dime. I've noticed a lot of people doing that. You can do that as often as you want. You can do it none at all. That's up to you. But I appreciate you guys who are clicking on that. I see it, and I thank you for it. And then second of all is my webpage. So it's just randallrydes.com. If you find this, you can just do the little bar here, and you can look through. You see that I have a fishing charter. A lot of you guys know that. But there's a calendar option. And if you go into the calendar here, this is where you'll find the dates of where I'm at. So it brings up the calendar. I must have clicked on the wrong button. So here's the calendar. And then down here you'll see I've got all my different events kind of lined out here. So right now it's just fishing on the schedule. And you'll see that there's a gap right here. There's February. And then March brings up, and it starts with Daytona Bike Week. I have these schedules, I have this schedule put together because it outlines where I'm going to be for the year. And that's important for folks who want to book me so they know where in the country I'm posted up at. And you can see most of March here, I'm going to be in Florida. So I'll be in Florida for 3 weeks coming up in March. And then I'll be back here in Pennsylvania. But I do this month to month. You guys can check this out if you're curious. And if you see a gap in the schedule, it's probably because I'm fishing. And then in May, you'll see I'm back down at Myrtle Beach. And then back in Pennsylvania. So I'm like bouncing around and such. But the calendar is right on my website. And if you have nothing else as far as a resource to go by, that's a good spot to start. That's somewhere you can flick to and you can see what some of the events are. At least what I'm thinking of. These are the events I'm going to attend. And of course, it'd be great to see you guys there. Big shout out to those who've connected me with bars and pubs and stuff, with campgrounds, just fireside, playing, little concerts and stuff too. It's been incredible. When I'm on the road, it takes more than just me to make that happen. So when I'm on the road, I'm getting text messages and such from people who are at a bar and there's a great stage. They talk to the owner like, hey, I know a guy, and they get me in contact with people. It's really working out great, and that just comes from the community that we're all part of. And I'm not going to tell you guys anything you don't already know. The motorcycling community that we're all a part of is so good. So good. It truly is a brotherhood and a sisterhood. And you guys are part of that. Thank you for that. It makes traveling on the road and playing so much easier. Nick, good morning. Merry Christmas. Thanks for stopping in, man. All right, Jay, that's a good Christmas morning. That's actually really nice. You don't always get those. Just you and the wife. That's our best friend. Who else would you want to hang out with? Awesome. Kim, I see you. All right, very good. Well, Jimmy and I are going to be crashing down at Dave's here later, so maybe we'll cross paths at some point. Becca, welcome back. You too. You find me. You hunt me up. I appreciate that. Good morning and Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to everybody over there in Australia. Oh my gosh. I can hear it in my voice. I can see it in my eyes. I'm still waking up. We had a good night of watching Game of Thrones, and I'm still recovering. Merry Christmas to you guys. Merry Christmas. I'm hoping that you guys are, enjoying it. And I know Christmas holiday seasons, you can be, it's easy to get down if you're, if you have a mellow Christmas, we'll say. And so hopefully, let me fix my camera real quick. So hopefully you guys are, engaged in something. You got somebody you're connecting with here through the day today. And if you're not, let me just say it heartfelt from right here. Merry Christmas. I can't be with you in person, but I can do this with you. And so hopefully you guys feel that. I've been there, guys. I've had some really rough Christmases, like we all have through our life. And it's just a part of going through the seasons sometimes. So those of you who are dealing with it this year, my heart goes out to you. You are loved. And we will see you very soon out on the highway. I love how you said that, Jay. There's nobody you'd rather do nothing with. I love that. I don't think I'm going to stay on long. If you guys have any questions for me and such, I appreciate that. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, that'd be helpful. And number 2, if you can make a comment so that I know you were here for the live stream. the computer layout that gives me tells me how many people are watching. It does not tell me who is watching. So it's nice to know who it was that stopped in. And you, of course, are welcome to just hang out in the wings and watch the stream happen too. I'm just glad you're here. Just viewership helps out the channel too. So it's all good. We're looking at, as far as content here over the winter, I'm fortunate that I have friends that are close to the house here. So I'll be able to take the bike out and do a little, I'm figuring it's just going to be kind of like a little bushcrafty thing. I'm anticipating just driving up to the farm, talking on the camera with folks, doing a little motovlog thing, and maybe making some coffee, you know, over a little fire, and then packing it up and heading back here to the crib. But that's probably going to be a couple of the videos. I think that's what I'm working out in my head. I'm trying to keep them real simple because of, you know, the weather being unpredictable here in Pennsylvania. But this week coming up, a lot of you know that with the fishing charter, if you've been paying attention to that side of my life at all, this week is actually a really big week. I'm going to be on the water for 6 days. Excuse me, for 6 consecutive days. And that's going to be, it's going to take a lot of my time and a lot of my focus away from this channel. But nonetheless, I wanted to stop in and do this. It's always time for a short live stream. But that's what the plans are here with my channel. Year in review, I would say that I had an incredible year, and I think I ran into most of you out there on the highway, so you already know. You've got the snapshot. I've got the videos up. I think the tail end of the year was a little slower than I wish it would have been, you know, but, you know, I spent over 3 years living off, you know, without a residence, you know, spending a lot of time on the highway. And so there's a kind of it's kind of odd. And I was talking to Jimmy about it just the other day. You get antsy. You want to get back out on the road, you know, and I'm definitely there. I'm ready to go. And I think that's just because I've spent so much time on the road. So last year felt a little bit slow compared to what I have been doing. But this year ahead of me, I've got a solid schedule in place. And now that the YouTube is doing good and I've got some things in place now, I think I'll be able to actually head out and make most of these events that I have on a schedule and linger before and after them. So that's the way I like to do it. Easy traveling. It's going to be a great year, Jay. My fishing buddy just put one up. And he said he got to do half as much as he wanted to do last year. And he said, but 2024 is looking really good. He said he thinks he's going to put all that behind him. And 2024 is going to be his breakout year. And I'm looking forward to that too. I don't need a breakout year. I'm just happy to get out there. Play music along the way. So as far as the music, I got new tunes I'm working on. I've got over 40 songs copywritten now, and I have about a dozen songs that I'm way behind on. I need to tighten them up and get them copyright submitted. I only say that because with the internet world that we live in now, you can't really put music out until you have it copyright protected. So I need to get that done so that, of course, I have a more of a volume, more of a catalog of music that I can draw from. But all that to say, it's been productive this year. I've written a few, and I've written a lot. And it's coming together. I feel good about it. It's coming together. Wish I'd have started this whenever I was 20. You know, it's a lot of fun. Isn't that the wish, isn't it? Well, guys, I'm not going to stay on long. Maybe just another like 5 minutes, and then I'll cut out. I'm not going to do a song this morning. I'm barely awake, so I'm sure you understand. But thank you. I appreciate you guys supporting me. You guys keep coming back. The channel's growing fast, and thank you for that. Really, the greatest thing that happened this year was this channel's growth. And it went from being something that it's easy to like get I'm not burnout, right? So I don't want to have a burnout conversation, but it's easy to get the feeling of burnout whenever we are engaged. And a lot of you who are sub to the channel, a lot of you guys in the chat right now, you guys understand because you guys are involved in socials. it's easy to start to feel that burnout feeling, like, man, how much do I have to do this? And you start to anticipate with dread what you have to accomplish to maintain whatever schedule you have set up. And that creeps in to all of us all the time. And I want to talk to my creator friends. The best way that I've kind of worked it out, and maybe you can adopt this, is this. If you're tired, rest. But don't quit. And that might be where you're at right now today. With that year behind you, you might be tired and you feel like quitting. You feel like just throwing in the hat, throwing in the towel, just giving up. Don't quit. You're tired, so rest. You don't have to quit, though. Just rest. And you'll find rest and you find peace through the people that you admire and respect, the people who support you the most. Go to them for advice, but rest. Sometimes you got to rest your mind, you got to rest your heart, but ultimately come back to it. You'll find if you pull away from something, whenever you come back to it, you'll have new focus and new vigor. You'll have new goals, and you can put them on paper and you can charge for them, but just take time to let yourself rest. It's a reset is what it is. And that's the great, I know it's just a psychological thing, but here at the new year, I don't like to talk about New Year's resolutions, yet whenever there is a new year ahead of you, we have that mindset that it's kind of like a brand new start. It's like wipe the old slate clean and start taking, new goals down and refocus and such. It's a great time to do that. I'm not opposed to that at all. Just make sure it's not one of those flash in the pan New Year's resolution kind of things. Make sure it's something you've thought through. Put it down on paper. Rest, and then come back to it with new focus and new vigor, and reach out to your pals. If you have nobody to reach out to me. That's great, Jay. Yeah, take time off, man. The rush of it, and we see it with the bigger YouTubers, is they'll put out a YouTube video and it'll be it'll be something other than what made their channel grow. The things that made their channel grow is whenever they got on, the camera was on, and they were excited and they were passionate about what they were doing in that moment. And that's what's beautiful about YouTube, is it's about you. Whenever we start doing what they want, it's no longer YouTube. It's something else. And it comes off as disgenuine, and humans are very perceptive. We see right through that. So yeah, take the rest when you need it, and you'll come back with focus. I think that's important. Hey, even God rested on the seventh day, right? So take your time to rest. That's important. Well, I feel like it turned into a little sermon there at the end, but I think I'm going to wrap up this live stream. It was just to say Merry Christmas to everybody, and hopefully you guys have a great year ahead of you planned out. And if you have no plans for your riding season, which I support fully, you don't need plans, just go anyway. But if you need some kind of broad guidelines, you're welcome to go to randallrydes.com, check out my schedule, and come out, ride with me to the events. If you need to track me down, my phone number is on all my socials. You guys can make a phone call or text me anytime. I usually answer my phone. But till we cross paths again, guys, I just wanted to say Merry Christmas to you. And I guess that's it. I wanted to say Merry Christmas to you. So here we are on Christmas morning. Let's do this. We've got a great year ahead of us, and we're looking forward to it. It's a lot of highway time, a lot of great events, and a lot of great social media stuff right ahead of us. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys put together, and I'm going to do my best to put together something that's worth watching, something I'm passionate about, something that I'm excited about, so that when you watch it, you pick up on that energy, and hopefully you guys can reciprocate. All right. That's it, guys. I'm going to say Merry Christmas to you. And that's the end of the stream. Thank you for stopping in. Do that, and we'll see you on the highway, all right? Much love and much respect. Merry Christmas, guys. See ya.